Coach Daugherty, talk about the BYU trip and then the big win over Nebraska.
Yeah, road warriors again. You know, we've been on the road quite a bit, but I thought that BYU we played the game plan pretty well defensively, and we were able to negate some of the things that we wanted to do on their interior. But unfortunately for us, we did not do a good job on the exterior, and some of their guards that were averaging 8-9 points a game, really lit us up. So tough loss, and it was definitely on our defense. And we weren't happy about it, and the team wasn't happy about it. And we had a chance to get over to Lincoln, Nebraska, and practice. And obviously a lot of the focus was on the defensive end of things. And I think our team did a better job of taking that to heart. The other thing for us was we did not feel we were moving the basketball and sharing the basketball the way a good team, a team of the talent that we have right now in our program should be doing. So we really focused on those two areas and some rebounding, and we were able to come out against Nebraska and hit some shots early against their zone. I think we went 8 for 11 from 3 in the first half, and at halftime we wanted to make some adjustments and continue to keep them out of their transition game. Nebraska has an unbelievable transition game, if you guys haven't seen them play, and we stayed pretty steadfast with that. A good thing for us is we were able to hit some threes right before the half to get a little bit of separation. And then the second half, we opened up with a couple threes, and I think at the 16 mark, their coach was taking timeouts and trying to get them to regroup a little bit. Proud of our team for defending the way they defended against transition. I thought we shared the ball better than we've shared it all year. Obviously, we shot the ball better, but that's a residual of sharing the basketball. And I thought that we handled the runs. Both halves were up 16-18. And, there's been times in the past where we haven't been able to kind of handle that wave, and this time we were. And I thought our kids were having a lot of fun out on the court in front of 7,000 people. I thought they showed a lot of poise, and I think it was a huge win for us.
Can you put it in perspective just how big a win this was for your program? This is a top 10 win, the first one since '98.
Yeah.
You went on the road, and after doing this 2 years in a row where you beat Ohio State here in Pullman last year.
Yeah.
So just that's a big win for this program again.
Yeah, well, it's the first time, with this regime of players and coaching staff to beat a top 10 team that was undefeated, and it's always double sweet in their house in their brand new facilities in Lincoln. Fans are the Big Red is real. I mean, they're unbelievable fans. It's a good basketball game though. I mean, Hooper on their team is up for National Player of the Year, and she is a phenomenal player, and as well as several other members of the Nebraska team. But I think for us, we'll find out how big a win it is if we're able to springboard off of it and not rest on our laurels. And that's the big key right now for us, is to be able to build upon this. Take the confidence of it, knowing what worked. Our transition defense worked. Our player-to-player defense worked. Our zone defense worked. Sharing the basketball worked. Obviously, we shot the ball a lot better. Handling the poise, having the poise to handle the runs worked. But we have to play hard every night and show that poise and ability to share the basketball. And that's the mission now. Saturday with Cal State Northridge coming in.
So talk a little bit about your team coming into this week. You got some production from Taylor Edmondson, and then your point guard Danielle has been playing very well the last couple weeks, along with your guards Leah Galdera and Tia Presley. But kind of a little bit of everybody, and that's kind of when things get rolling. Well,
you start out with Donnie, and Nebraska backed off of her and gave her open look after open look, and it was great scheme. They were doubling down on Caldera and Presley and trying to keep the ball out of their hands. And, Donnie was wide open, and Donnie answered the call with back-to-back threes. So that made them change up their defense, and that opened up something for Leah, now something for Tia and the rest of the team. So that was exciting to see that. I thought the other thing that Donnie did is she kept us in the offense a lot longer than what she did 2-3 weeks ago by more ball reversal, more attacking the glass, bringing it back out, reversals, giving our shooters a chance to spot up and get some touches. So Donnie's playing some very good basketball on both ends of the floor for us, and it's great to see. And I think she kind of proved to people that you better not back off of me, or I might make you pay. So great maturity by our sophomore starting point guard. Taylor Edmondson, She came out of in New Mexico. She was the state player of the year 2 years ago. She played a lot of minutes last year. Honestly, and I said this in the press room in Lincoln, she could be a starting off guard for us in the program if her defense continues to improve, because she's a sharpshooter. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And we were able to run quite a few sets for her, and she was hot early. It was fun to see her in that kind of environment, that kind of hostile crowd yelling and screaming, defense, and her just hitting shots and wanting the basketball. And she really got into a flow early and carried it right over into the second half. But she played the most minutes that she's played this year and certainly had a great stat line.
Questions in the room?
Yeah, when we're looking at this game, Coach, now we're kind of trying to figure out what the keys are going to be for you guys. And we've talked a little bit about using it as a springboard, but now, defensively or offensively, you're looking for a big game. Which side are you going to focus on more? Do you think defense is going to be prominent, or do you think it's going to rely more on an offensive shootout?
Yeah, no, it's defense. It's definitely defense. We are not on par to where we want to be defensively. We're improving, but we're not improving quickly enough, I don't think, for being 8 games into the season. So our focus is definitely on the defensive end. Cal Northridge, they are a very, very good transition team, much like Nebraska was. And they have a couple guards who will play off the dribble all night, and if you guard them too close, they're going to get to the rim. If you give them separation, they're going to knock threes down. So we certainly will defensively have our hands full. So we've got to come out with the same energy and focus and enthusiasm that we came out against Nebraska for 40 minutes to get it done.
How important is it going to be to have Danielle and Taylor both step up again this game and kind of get things going offensively to take some of the pressure off of Tia and Leah and really spread the floor offensively?
Yeah, no, you bring up a good point. They both need to continue to be ready. I think that, certainly Taylor grew a lot as a player last week in Nebraska with her confidence level. And, I think all the team needs to be ready. I mean, we're playing everybody. We're playing everybody. So we're counting on our bench to continue to come in the game and outscore other opponents' benches and give us the lift.